Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, what a series. Okay, I know it ended in 6, but man, this game 6 right here between the Mavs and OKC was freaking phenomenal. Let's address the elephant in the room. Let's get straight to it. This foul called on the Thunder was dang near for a game. At this point, it was 116 to 115. Dallas was down 1. The refs called this a foul. You guys can make your own judgment on it. I'm going to give you my true and honest opinion. Damn, that's tough. Damn, that's tough. Now, look, in my opinion, Shai touches ball here, right? I think the refs couldn't overturn it because of the follow through where his hand then hits his whole forearm. Clear as day. If your hand hits the ball and it follows through to hit their like face or shoulder or something like that, you follow through. If you block it, not a foul. If you hit the ball and follow through and grab the forearm and the ball is still in his possession, from my knowledge and understanding, that's 10 times out of 10 a foul. If Shai comes straight all the way through, blocks a shot, then contacts the body, he no longer has possession of the ball, so then it would become it wouldn't be a foul regardless. But this, he hits the ball, he's over his possession, then he hits his forearm on the follow through, which is a foul in my opinion. It's clear as day. It just sucks. I feel like OKC shouldn't have wasted a timeout here, because that was their last timeout if the challenge doesn't go through, which then puts them in a sticky situation with 2.5 seconds left on the clock, having to go 94 feet to score a bucket to win the game. But either way, if the refs don't call this, look what happens. Watch what happens. Kyrie Irving gets the rebound and literally lays the ball up, which the clock stopped at 2.5 when the whistle blew. The clock probably would have ran down to almost less than a second. Almost less than a, why is this pop up right here? What the freak? Almost less than a second. You dig what I'm saying? So if we want to play the if game, if they don't call the foul there, Kyrie wins the game regardless. So in this case, the Mavs would have won either way. Now, let's go ahead and watch this 17-point walk down, by the way. Okay? Let's go ahead and watch this while we talk about the game. First and foremost, man, I want to give all my respect to the Oklahoma City Thunder. A lot of young cats, a lot of young guys. Shai has a great young core over there. They're going to be really good in these next few years. They're going to be back next year. They're going to be back in the same position. They're going to be a top 3 team in the Western Conference. They're not going anywhere. They built their team through draft picks, man. I believe it's Sam Presti in the front office, whatever his name is. I believe it's that. Has done a phenomenal job crafting this team. It's just this year they ran into a really seasoned Luka Doncic with a very clutch guard in Kyrie Irving. The Dallas Mavericks deserve a lot of credit for this trade deadline with the moves that they made, acquiring Daniel Gafford and P.J. Washington, in which P.J. only had 9 points, ladies and gentlemen. 9 points. But, man, did he have the most pivotal 9 points I have ever seen in my life. Derrick Jones Jr. came to play today, didn't he? I mean, when he hit that, it was the shot clock buzzer beater in the fourth quarter. I mean, phenomenal, brother. They're probably going to show it here. Kyrie Irving came to play today. You know, he was being aggressive, in which I think when Kyrie's being aggressive, the Dallas Mavericks are one of the hardest teams to beat. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, by the way, 36 points, the leading scorer of the game. Couldn't guard him. Couldn't do nothing with him. It's just they had Luka and Kyrie. The Mavs just had a little bit more. A little bit more. Luka had a triple-double today. Exceptional. Derek Lively. I want to talk about Derek Lively for a little bit. Off the bench, 12 points and 15 rebounds. Before I talk about Lively, this play right here, game changer. 2-point game. They were down 17 and they walked that lead down something tremendous. But Derek Lively, man, 12 points, 15 rebounds off the bench in 29 minutes. He played one of the most perfect games from a rookie in a situation like this. You normally don't see this happen by a rookie in situations like this. Hitting clutch free throws in situations like this, in which in the past games they were fouling him on purpose to gain extra possessions. But today, from the free throw line, Derek Lively shot 2 of 3, right? 2 of 3, but 2 big free throws. 2 big free throws. Had he missed those free throws, that's minus 2 points on the score. We're looking at a totally different game. You never know right there, you know what I'm saying? But what was very intriguing to me was that no matter what happened here, OKC still had the utmost confidence in their self. This 3 right here, I mean, man, God was looking out. Oh, man. I could speak about this game all freaking day. PJ Washington, the biggest shot of his career thus far. That was to get a 3-point lead, extra piece of cushion in a situation like this, because Shea was not missing. Do you understand what I am saying right now? Derrick Jones right here, the biggest play of his career right there. Now, Luka actually got fouled right there. So technically, if we're being honest, it's kind of a little bit of karma. Okay, if you watch it back. Okay. Luka gets fouled. Not there. Clean. Foul there. And watch Lou Dort's right hand. I mean, good gosh. His hand is literally on his forearm. You can see an Oreo in that motherfucker. Excuse my language. But that was 2 fouls right there. They were in the bonus, so Dallas should have been shooting free throws either way. Then this happens right here. The ref calls a foul. If he doesn't call a foul, look who's getting the offensive rebound with Chet. Kyrie Irving would have gamed it. So everybody complaining about the foul call, shut up. It would have been game either way. Should have been a foul on Luka Doncic. You honestly would probably rather have Luka at the free throw line than PJ Washington, because Luka can miss a few free throws. He's susceptible to missing free throws. You know what I'm saying? So all in all, I give this series an A. Pure cinema, man. This was top tier basketball here, displayed from both teams. We saw the Dallas Mavericks in Dallas in game 4 fumble a huge lead and lose that game. Then go to OKC, they win, and they come back down 17 and win. Couldn't have gone any better. Couldn't have gone any better. Now look, if I'm Shea, I'm saying, look, coach, I don't think I fouled him there, but I don't think they're going to overturn it. We're going to lose our timeout that we need, because had they got the timeout, they could have. Had they saved the timeout, they could have I'm blanking on the dang word. What is the word when you move the ball from baseline to half court? They could have. You guys know what I'm trying to say. I'm literally having a brain fart right now. They could have. It's not forwarded the ball. It's, oh my God. Anywho, they could have moved the ball from the baseline to the half court, which gives them a way easier shot with 2.5 seconds left. You actually catch and get a dribble or two before you shoot the ball, a whole different ball game. And you would only be down 1 or 2 if you missed that free throw. Think about that, man. In that moment, pride aside, don't challenge it, because you have 1 timeout left. You can't do it. I feel it, though, because you feel like you had a good case. He did hit the ball, but it's the follow through on the arm that was clear as day. The refs aren't going to overturn that, especially in Dallas. But man, round of applause to these guys. And I want to give a special shout out to Derek Lively, man. I'm gonna pause on it real quick right here. You gotta think, as a rookie, man loses his mother to cancer. He's dealing with all that, still playing at the top of his game as a rookie. This is phenomenal right here. I can't be happier for this dude, man. We all go through our things in life, but when you lose a mother, a family member like that, the situation that he's in, and you come and perform like that, double in a closeout game, this now gives Kyrie the official record, by the way, 14-0 in closeout games. He was tied with Robert Horry, I think 13-0. He's now surpassed Robert Horry, and he has the best record in closeout games in NBA history. The league literally tried to exile this man right here. The league tried to exile this man right here. And he is 4 wins away from the NBA Finals. Think about that. Food for thought. They tried to cancel my dog. He is far away. A place where he hasn't been since Cleveland. He deserves it. He deserves it, in my opinion. The amount of support he's got in the NBA community, in the basketball community, and the culture, it's phenomenal, bro. There's a reason why his shoe sells out every time he drops it. Ain't no coincidence. He dropped 4 pairs, all sold out within 10 seconds. And it's not even the major brands in the United States. That's what you call pimping, and a lot of juice. Okay? Kyrie, man, hats off to you, my dog. Now, let me talk about the next series, okay? I do want to see, and I typed in Mavs fourth quarter so I could find this dang 3-pointer I was looking for, which I found with Kyrie. But I will say this. I do want to see the Mavs versus the Timberwolves because I think it'll be a better series, okay? I think the Mavs actually match up better with the Timberwolves than they do Denver. If they play Denver, I do think Denver wins in 6 just because of the matchup. But I think the one way they beat Denver is by their guard prowess. They have a lot of versatility on that wing that Denver doesn't necessarily have to compare to this Denver. That compares to this Dallas Mavericks team. Now you have Jokic, okay, the equalizer of all equalizers. Like, who the hell is going to guard that man? I don't know. But I do know this. You got to deal with Kyrie Irving and Luka with a sniper and PJ in that corner. And you also have to deal with Derrick Jones slashing. And you also have to deal with PJ and Derrick Jones on the defensive end, which in Denver, one will guard MPJ, one will guard Murray. And then in the T-Wolves, one would guard Anthony Edwards. And you could probably put PJ on Karl-Anthony Towns now that I think about it. I just think they match up better with the Timberwolves, man. So I think that would be a better series for the people. But we'll see what happens tomorrow night in Game 7 when the Timberwolves take on the Denver Nuggets. But that's my spiel for the day. Shout out to OKC. Shout out to Dallas, man. A phenomenal series. And I want to say one more thing. I'm tired of everybody saying that this is the worst number 1 seed in NBA history or is the worst 1 seed in NBA history. I'm going to give you multiple teams that I think are a worse 1 seed than this team. The We Believe Warriors, AFC, beat the number 1 seed, Dallas Mavericks, in 2007, by the way. The 4th seed, Cleveland Cavaliers, in 2018, the team when Braun had like 2 different rosters in the same season where they had like IT, D-Wade, all them, and they all got traded, and he ended up with like Cedi Osman and Jeff Green and them guys. The 4th seed, Cleveland Cavaliers, swept, not in 6 games, swept the 1 seed Toronto Raptors. Okay, in 2018. And then the Cavs also swept the 1 seed Atlanta Hawks. I think it was in I forget what year, 15, 16, whatever the case may be. But the Cavs were the 2nd seed, so that doesn't really matter. But those are a few instances where there's a few more worser 1 seed teams than OKC. So let's stop the cap, especially that Toronto Raptors team who got swept by a 4 seed in the 2nd round. They didn't win a game. LeBronto. But that's my spiel once again, man. Hit that like button if you haven't and subscribe if you have not subscribed. Appreciate you guys. Man, I'm just hyped I'm especially hyped for my guy Kyrie, man. This is dope to see. So, sayonara. Peace.